If we imagine any everyday problem that a person can run into, like a bit of car trouble or maybe a leaky pipe in your home, what do we do about those problematic situations? In any of these kinds of circumstances, we either find the right tool to handle the problem or we call the right kind of professional to fix it. What we don't do is try to change the problem itself. In fact, it usually seems immediately obvious that we have no control over the problem. That's what makes it a problem in the first place. We can't change its inconvenience or its untimeliness. When problems like these come up, we automatically know that in getting through this tough circumstance, the right kind of person needs to face this issue. It's unlikely that our accountant will fix our leak, and it's also unlikely that a hammer will get the job done. It's going to take a particular person and/or particular instruments to handle it. As obvious as this is to us, for some strange reason, we easily forget the same logic when it comes to personal or internal problems. When a couple is being overwhelmed by their marital conflicts, there's a tendency for both partners to expect that they can stay the same, but somehow their problem itself can change, maybe get smaller or go away. When someone is battling with depression, oftentimes they might wish and hope that something somehow takes the depression away. Same for anxiety and fearfulness. A person afflicted by these usually just wants these problems to stop. In these contexts, it seems hard for us to consider that, again, maybe we need to show up as a particular kind of person suited to handle the problem, rather than hoping the problem itself will change. A leak requires a plumber, or at the very least, a plumber's assortment of tools. A similar line of reasoning applies with other issues. When these relational and mental difficulties come up, when there's a metaphorical, internal, or relational leak, we need to become the plumber with the right tools to fix it. Maybe we don't easily think of this because it seems to us that maybe most people don't have formal training in how to solve a relationship issue or how to handle depression. But that's not what's really necessary. The tool needed for your relationship issue might actually be flexibility. And there is certainly a flexible version of yourself, a version that shows up in probably many other occasions. Maybe the tool needed to address your depression is confidence or self-determination. So you've got to call the confident version of yourself, the one with enough self-determination that the size of the depression doesn't matter at all. When we face problems, the hope is to find change in that situation. We just need to remember that we can't expect to force change onto the problem itself. That's entirely outside the realm of our control. But what we have tremendous control over is ourselves and how we identify, what we set our sights on, who we are determined to be. And when we show up in just the right kind of way, it doesn't matter what kind of problem might be in front of us.